All right, guys, here we go again. I decided I was going to do a little quick one, right quick. Like this is something. Um, Once again, my name is Emmett Stallworth. I'm the Alpha Builder, and what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get in here and I'm trying to educate people when it comes down to construction. And I talk about different subject matters, but right now I'm just going to do a little quick video on just trying to get the kids to build, and I can kind of show you what I do. Let me see if I can get this thing playing here. Um, I tell you guys, here's what we did. We went to the, this is a, if I can play this right here. I think it's actually playing, but let me see. Can I get it going here? Let me see. Uh, Play it from the beginning. So, guys, I'm still kind of getting used to this.
I come in, I got built like 10 of them, you know what I'm saying?
So what we're doing here is we went to the Boys and Girls Club in, I think it's going toward Bessemer, Alabama, but I think it's actually in Hueytown. But we went there and we had a great idea, guys. We went there and we wanted to teach the kids how to build benches. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to expose youth or younger kids, preferably before they get in high school. So we're trying to expose them to construction at an early age so that it can start growing on them. Because guys, I know, and I'm gonna speak from coming from the African American community. We we have been taught, and it's kind of like a condition. We're conditioned to think that you know what we're going to do when we get out of high school, and it kind of starts really really early. But we've been just pretty much wired and conditioned that, hey, we got to go to college. We got to go to college. We got to get a degree, and then here's the thing: we just keep going getting these degrees, and this. We're finding out, and we always, in most cases, we seem to be the last one to get the picture. But we're starting to realize that college right now, the new generation is starting to fail us. It's starting to fail, especially in the African American communities. Um, a lot of time, these kids are going out here and we're getting these degrees, um, and that's just what's been programmed to us. So we go out here and we get these degrees. We get wrapped up in student loan debt. We get a degree that some kind of maybe psychology degree or something, or African American studies and things like that. Degrees that you can't really just go out here and just really make a whole lot of money doing. So it has been almost a failure. Like I said, in all kind of different cases. When you come down to like student loan debt, trying to get into the job market and compete. Now, I can say this right here: if you go into college and you get a STEM, and you go in the STEM, science, technology, engineering, mathematics, I say you can probably do some things with that. I would say that would be a good idea, especially engineering, mathematics. I mean, guys, I got a degree in mathematics. That's what I went to school for. Straight mathematics, not math. I actually ended up being a math teacher for a few years, but it was just straight mathematics is what I went to school for. And here I am building houses now, guys. But to make a long story short, if you're going in STEM, I think it's fine. And here's the thing: I wouldn't go to school if I could go to school without wrapping up a whole bunch of getting caught up with a whole bunch of student loan debt. I would do that as well. So keep that in mind. But what we're trying to do is we're trying to reach these kids at an early age. We're coming up with projects, and I tell you something too. The Home Builders Association. See if I can get this right here to pop out now. The Home Builders Association is is trying to do this. Let me see, can I pull this over here? still kind of new at this, guys. But I tell you, and this has all been done through the Greater Birmingham Association of Home Builders. And and guys, I tell you what, I tell all builders, you know, the first thing you should do once you start building houses, the first thing you should do is you should go and join the Home Builders Association. It costs you about $800. That way, you're gonna get connected to a whole bunch of guys that share um, similar ideologies in what you're trying to do as far as building. Now, once you become a member of the Greater Birmingham Association of Home Builders, you pay, I think it's like $875 for builder members. You also have associate members too, which is like your trade guys. They also can become part of the home builders. There's a lot of real estate agents. You have you have like your mechanical, plumbing, electricians. Those guys are, some of those guys are joining the Home Builders Association. And you have a lot of, suppliers, lumber suppliers, things like that. Those guys are all in there with you together. And we're trying to figure out how to make this thing work, because those guys, the suppliers and all the guys that's in the business, they may not necessarily be builders, but those guys have a vested interest in trying to make sure the builders are successful. So they're going to do what they try to do to make you successful as well. But once you become part of the Home Builders, the Greater Birmingham Association of Home Builders, you also become a member of the, I'm just going to get this. This is the, I'm sorry, I want to go with this one right here first. You become a member of the Alabama Association of Home Builders, or the Home Builders Association of Alabama for the state, at the state level. So now you're connected with the state. And a lot of the guys, especially like if you go down to Montgomery and stuff like that, that's where a lot of stuff is being legislated. You got a lot of things going on. And we have those organizations in the Home Builders Association as well, where you can go in there and you can learn. You can become part of different organizations within the Home Builders Association, and they do certain things. They do all kinds of different things. We have a government, we have a custom builder side. All these kind of things are made available for the members. So you can become part of the Alabama Association of Home Builders and the National Association of Home Builders. So you become part of all of those. It is really good to become part of this group, guys. So when you do that, but this right here project was actually done. We were doing this right here through the Greater Birmingham Association of Home Builders, and I was going here and I was trying to help students out.
Do we have anybody taking pictures of the home building?
Oh yeah, we've all been taking pictures.
These are not the first visit that we were going to do. The first one was more complicated.
Yeah,
I did the first
the
one.
one last year was really complicated. These are a lot
Let me
easier.
show you the ones I did. I did one that sent out first. It was hard. There we go.
What's up?
Man,
You just roll up here and take pictures of this.
you know something, man? I didn't get the email.
What's
I didn't get the email. I missed the email. Somehow I missed it some kind of way.
All right.
No, I don't think it
We
was
got the telephone.
Huh?
Now we're
I
in
don't
front
think
of
it was
that.
advertised enough.
It was. Yeah. How y'all doing?
So this is 135.
Yes, ma'am.
Many moons ago, I worked, before I got in the mortgage business, I worked for Mike Neutral.
As you guys can see, we got a lot of the young kids. And guys, I tell you what, the girls are impressing me. They get in there and they're very handy. So these things, and I'm not going to just kind of go through the whole thing, but guys, this is what we got to do. We got to get these guys in here, the kids in here. We got to get them into construction. We got to try to teach them, about construction, and teach them that, you can make really good money in the construction industry. And that's what that's my biggest thing. I have another one where I was, let's see if I can, now my computer's kind of taking a little time now. I guess I'm going through all my pictures now. So now I got the little beach ball on my computer, which I never really get that thing. That means that too much stuff is trying to go on with my computer at one time. Let me see if I can make that smaller. Jeez, maybe that will happen. Too many things going on my computer. Let me just pop out of here. Maybe that'll help out a little bit. I think that's what it was. Okay. And we also did a little seminar with the Home Builders Association where I was trying to show some pictures of that as well. If I can get that going. I can't even get my pictures to act right now. Let me see. Here we go, right here. So this is so I went through here and I was trying to get these guys, and you guys kind of see this little screen right here. I'll kind of show you this right here. You can kind of see the screen right over here. I'm actually trying to show these guys, show these kids that look at what just starting out in construction. This is what you make. This is the salaries, and those salaries were this poster that we have here was probably printed about 3 years ago. So you can probably add a little bit more on that. Maybe add about $5,000 on each one of these. Like the carpenter. Basically $40,000. And this is starting out. And I would argue that they make more than that. Based on every time I'm sitting here writing checks to these guys, I feel like the checks are going up more and more. So I just try to go through here and talk with the kids and explain to them what's going on out here in this world. I mean, you can kind of see that we're just trying to get these kids to see that there are more options. And especially, guys, I see so much when I talk to the guys, some of the guys, I talk to them. And, even when I was talking to some of these kids here, the first impulse was to say that, hey, man, I want to be an athlete. I want to be an entertainer or something like that. I get it. You want to make money fast, but, the money is in the long run. We gotta, it takes time. So we have to get out here and we have to let these youth know. This is another situation. We gotta let these youth know that you can do really, really well in this game. So I was just kind of doing this right here, just kind of let you guys know what. There we go. Just trying to let you guys know that what we're trying to do. I messed up the screen now, so I knew that would happen. There we go. Well, my screen is gone now, so let me take that away. All right, that's another quick video, and thank you guys for joining in. You guys have a good day.